Okay, so what we're going to have a look at now, we've just received this from the Marine Superstore. So I'm Nick from Boatability. We've done a couple of videos for them. So we've asked to trial this one, the GX2410 with built-in GPS, and I think it's also got built-in AIS, I believe. So as you can see, brand new. So we need to go through how to set it up really. So we can take that off, have a look. Leave the microphone on. So again, you've got channel 16 high low, channels up and down. Again, repeated here, setup menu, clear 16, and then obviously these will be the menus for the radio, volume, squelch, and obviously we've got here so we can dial for different channels and things, and we've got the DSC distress button. Okay, so what we'll do is have a look at how we can fit these types of radios. As you can see on here, we've got a bracket, so that'll go on there. We should also have some of these little screw-in knobs that will actually screw into the bracket and hold it if you're going to mount it on your fascia like so. Or we want to do a flush fit, which I'll show you on how to do that. You just buy a simple fixing kit from somewhere like the Superstore, who will be more than happy to help you. And then we'll go through programming the radio, putting the MMSI number in it, etc. Okay, speak to you in a minute. Okay, so the next bit is we're now wired into the boat. So you've got your connections that I demonstrated earlier. So we'll just connect these up now. So that's there. So next thing is we now need to switch the radio on. So genuinely, I've not seen this radio before. So bear with me and we'll work through it. So that's the radio coming on. So obviously you get our welcome screen. So clearly we want to move to the button lines up with there. So that's next. And so you've got international. So I would imagine we could there's no buttons to move up and down. So it must be the scroll knob, I would imagine. Yep. So we're in the United Kingdom. Let's have a look, see what it does. Sweden, Germany, Japan, Norway. Okay. So we're going to go to United Kingdom, enter. Press that. United Kingdom selected. Okay. Right, so now it wants the MMSI number. So depending how it wants us to do it, we'll not transmit any DSC calls until it's entered. Please input an MMSI. Yes. So now we're looking for the MMSI number, which our first number is 2320. So we'll go across to, so go that way. So select 2, 3. Make sure you take your time over this. Select 2. So to move down to the MMSI number, so we've got finish, which we've done. Sometimes in a radio, if it doesn't let you move to the next screen, you have to push and hold like an enter key, but this one says finish, which is good. So second, it wants me to repeat the MMSI number. So that was finish. So stored MMSI number, so obviously I've got it correct. Press OK, and now the radio is up and running. So you've got channel 16 by default comes onto there. It gives us our latitude and longitude, so this has got built-in GPS, and I believe it's also got a built-in AIS. I'm not 100% on this, but I'm sure I'll get told otherwise. So we can have a look through. Distress button, as per normal for most DSC radios. If it's a distress, you just push it, you can push it once and then it will come up and it says undesignated. So I could then go through if it allows me to do it, so I can quit that, or I can then go into things like the call menu, which is, we should have, where is it? Look under the menu. So DSC call, GM, AIS. So we got AIS as I thought. So, but I've got no antenna plugged in here, so that's the trouble. So we can put the antenna in and then we'd see the AIS, because it uses VHF to set up the AIS, and then you can MMSI. Again, it's pretty straightforward. So if we go back to the DSC call, select. So I've got individual call, group call, all ships. So I could go into all ships. So if we wanted to make an emergency, so we've got category, safety or urgency. So you can move from there. So that is basically all you can do on here. So it's safety or urgency. And then I'll just go back. So if I wanted to make an individual call to someone, press select, but clearly I need to know their MMSI number to call them. But we've got previous videos on that, so it's pretty generic, guys, all the way through. Okay, and then just back and to there. So to change your channels, you can do that. I can also use the microphone up and down. You've got high and low power. So that's on low power now, that's 1 watt. So high power, on most radios it'll say 1 or 25, but this one is just reading high. So with the volume down, I've got the squelch button, so I'm going to turn that all the way down and then start to turn the volume up. That allows me to do a couple of things. That's almost like fine tuning, for want of a better term, but its actual purpose for the squelch is to remove noise or white noise. So as you can see there, I can now set that to the volume. Unless someone talks on it, I won't know. And normally in Portsmouth it is channel 11 on there, and again we can do some bits and bobs on here. So that's the MMSI number set up, and like I say, all we've got to do to fit it, as you saw there, is we will fit that back to the boat. Other than that, you plug in your antenna onto there, and if you've got an AIS unit ready to go in there, again it just feeds back through itself. So it doesn't matter if this has got built-in AIS, we've already got one, and you can also see the little satellite blob there. So other than that, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a pretty solid radio, guys. It's looks pretty good. And then just power off, and that's us. Okay, so let's have a look at the connections. I showed you that's just your power cable there, and obviously we can do weird and wonderful things. That's the old NMEA setup. However, on the new NMEA setup, you can do this straight through to like your Ray Marines. So you'd need a cable similar to this one. I haven't got the right one, so that's a male to male. It's not going to work. So that's the male connection. So you need the opposite end to that to clip into there, and then that would go into what they call a backbone for your network, for your Ray Marine plotter. So then you've got access to there. The other thing that you've got, as I've already said, you've got your antenna, and then you've also got GPS. So you can plug your GPS unit straight into there. So GPS antenna, and then on here, on this side, you can also have a remote access microphone, which is pretty handy to have. Okay, so that's all of that. So we'll just plug it in, screw the bits in on the radio that we've got, and you can see what it looks like flush mounted. So hopefully that will all be good. Okay, and obviously when we finish, so we can do a bit of volume, see if anyone's talking.
I just want to let you know, I'm going to swing in the camber in case you have any inbound or outbound traffic. So, you know, my intentions, and I'll come to you then when I'm finished a bit faster.
Ah.
That's all received, thank you.
All good and working. So, job done.